Have you ever had a bad client? Because let's face it, everyone has had at least one nightmare client. A client that is so bad that it just wants to make you leave your career, do something new, and just leave everything behind. Just run away. Sound familiar? Today, we're diving into the world of bad clients. We're going to be sharing some stories, but most importantly, we are going to be letting you know how to deal with them like a pro. First, let's talk about the type of bad clients. And trust me, you are definitely gonna recognize one. The first type of bad client is the indecisive one. This is the type of client that today it is blue, tomorrow it's green, and before you know it, you've done 10 revisions to the same project and you can't see the end of it. You keep on going round and round and round and you just get frustrated, you want to end it, and it's horrible. The second type of client is one of the funniest ones in my opinion because it's the ghost. This type of client disappears, you don't have any communication with them, and suddenly they appear and they're like, "Can you have everything by tomorrow, please?" And you're like, "What?" The third one, the third one is the know-it-all. This is the type of client that doesn't know anything about the work that you're doing, but once you start working, they become experts. And it's funny because they brought you in because you're the expert, but suddenly you don't know anything and they do everything better than you. And the fourth and final type of bad client that we are going to be mentioning here is, of course, the low baller. This is the type of client that when he comes to you, he's like, "Hey, I'm really sorry, but I want us to work together because I have this idea. We don't have a budget. I'm sorry, but we don't have a budget. But I really want to work this idea with you, and I believe that this is gonna bring a lot of exposure. So it's great that it brings exposure to you." "Yeah, buddy, because we eat exposure and exposure pays my bills." But hey, I want to pause here a little bit because the low baller, I understand that it is frustrating, but if you're working with someone that doesn't come with a bad attitude, you can negotiate, because truth is that who knows, maybe at that precise time or precise moment, they don't have the money or the budget or whatever, but it can become a client that gets in a lot more work and you can keep on working with them, and who knows, maybe they can pay good money after that. But always be careful. Always. I know that bad clients can be frustrating. Bad clients can destroy your morale and they can even bring you down, and it's awful to deal with them. But you always have to look at the silver lining. And in this case, that would be the lessons that can be learned from these bad clients. And here's what I've learned. Set boundaries early. Be super clear about timelines, about revisions, about what's included in your services. And if they want something extra, they need to pay for it. Second lesson, trust your gut. If something feels off during the meeting that you have with the client, trust your gut. Truth is that red flags are there for a reason. Always for a reason. The third one is a really important one because you have to learn to say no. That's difficult because sometimes you want to take the job, you want to get the money, but truth is that mental health is very important. And if it is a project that, it looks really good on paper, but you know that it's gonna be a hassle and it's gonna take a toll in your mental health, truth is that you better say no. There are gonna be lots of more opportunities in the future. And last but not least, number 4, know your worth. This is also very important because if you don't value your work, the client isn't gonna value it either. If they don't respect your rates, truth is that they are not gonna respect your process either. And it's gonna be very uncomfortable, and You don't want it to end with a bad taste in your mouth. So truth is, know your worth and you're gonna be fine. So knowing the types of bad clients and some of the lessons that we can learn from them, how do we avoid bad clients? Here are some tips for you. First tip, start with a contract. No exceptions. Include in this contract the payment terms, the revisions, everything. This is gonna protect you, this is gonna protect the client, because everything is gonna be stated clearly and es mejor estar claro. Even if it's your mom. If your mom wants some picture taken, give her a contract. Make her sign it. Second tip, ask the right questions. It is very important that you have a clear conversation with the client, that all of the information is put on the table and that everyone agrees on what the project will be and what services are going to be offered. This is crucial, so that they don't have anything to complain after, and you also know what you're getting yourself into. Also, the way they answer your questions is gonna say a lot about the type of client that they are. Trust me. Also, and this one is really on you, you have to be clear with your process. You have to explain everything to the client. You have to let them know how's your workflow, how's it gonna be done from start to end, everything. You have to make it really, really clear so that you don't leave anywhere open or any door open to some complaints or for them to say that you didn't explain something to them. It's crucial that you are really clear about your process. And the last tip for you, number 4, know when to walk away. This is very important. As I said before, you need to take care of yourself, your reputation, and your mental health. If you see red flags, if you feel uncomfortable with the client, you have to know that you need to sacrifice some things at one point so that you can then keep on growing with the next one. It's very important, it's very simple, though sometimes it can be a bit difficult because maybe you need the money, maybe you want the experience. And hey, I know that's a difficult decision to make and you can decide whatever, right? I'm not telling you what to do. These are just some tips, but my advice is that you know when to walk away because it can save your life. Try not to get frustrated. Bad clients happen to everyone, but they don't necessarily define your journey. Remember that you have to see everything as an experience. You have to learn from it so that you can grow, you can keep on working, and you can find clients that truly value your work. Have you ever dealt with a bad client? If that's the case, I want to hear it in the comments below, so please feel free to leave a comment, share a story. It would be great to hear from you. So I'm gonna leave the video here, so like, comment, share, subscribe. Click on the notification bell so that you can keep in touch with us, and I'll see you on the next one.